Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Apeksha Nalaudi, working as Assistant Professor in Devgiri Institute of Engineering and Management Studies, Aurangabad. So in today's lecture, we will focus on barriers to communication. So in the communication cycle, it is expected that the receiver understands and interprets the complete message correctly as sent by the sender. However, due to various kinds of obstacles that come in the way, it could lead to the distortion of the message. So there can be variety of reasons why a message was not communicated properly. So as you all know that communication is a complex and interactive process involving the assumptions and the unspoken agreement between person. So there are a frequent errors and misunderstanding in the process of communication. So, due to the faulty communication, a large number of managerial problems arise. So, poorly transmitted message may lead to misunderstanding and the frictions. So, these, would we say that these are called as the barriers to communication. So, barriers to communication means anything that does not allow a smooth flow and understanding of the message sent. It is important for the sender to check if the message has been interpreted correctly by the receiver. So, basically, anything that comes in the way of any elements of the communication process will affect the communication and would act as it's a barrier. So, elements of communications are the sender, the message, and the medium or a channel used. So, receiver and the feedback given by the receiver. So, now in today's lecture, we will see the introduction of barriers to communication and the most important thing barriers of communications like a physical, environmental barrier, psychological barrier, mechanical barrier, language barrier, semantic barrier, organizational barrier, cultural barrier, and the how to overcome these barriers. And last is the conclusion. So, communication is a complete and perfect when the receiver understands the message in the same sense and spirit as the communicator intend to convey. So, here idea and information reached to and responded by the receiver remain unaltered and the undistorted. But practically, it has been noticed that such a perfect and the complete communication does not take place because of certain obstacles or other factors known as a communication barrier. So the poorly transmitted message may lead to the misunderstanding and frictions. So these may have an adverse effect on the morale of the subordinates. So there are various obstacles or difficulties that come in the way of communication. So there are a lot of causes of misunderstanding or misinterpretation of a message communicated. So as the process of communication involves the sender, channel, and the receiver, the problems of communication usually lies with either one or more of them. So, what is a communication and communication barrier? So, as you all know that communication is the activity of conveying meaningful information, opinions, feeling by one person to another person. So, it requires a sender or message and the intended recipient. So, what is meant by the barrier? So, barriers an obstacle in a place that prevents us from the completing certain task. So, the barriers to communication or communication barrier refers to anything which interferes with the transfer of intended planned message from the sender to the receiver. Now let's see the communication barrier. So communication barrier can be defined as the aspects of conditions that interfere with the effective exchange of ideas and thoughts. So the communication, what we say that the process is often affected by the limitation of sender as well as the receiver and the desired result is not obtained. So the barriers are the unplanned interference in the mechanics used for the communication. It is also termed as the noise. Now let's see the example. An engineer on a site visit in a village tries to communicate with worker to complete a task. He cannot communicate in the language the worker are aware of and can only say a few words. This makes the worker unable to understand the direction, causing a language barrier in communication. Now let's see the communication is limited in nature. So let's see the why communication is limited in nature. So here are some facts. So people remember, what I want to say, 10% of what they read. Just whatever we read, just we remember it, only 10% what they read. 20%, just whenever we are going to hear the people, so just only 20% what they hear. 30% what they say, see. 50% of what they see and hear, and next 80% what they say, and 90% what they say and do. So that's why communication is limited in nature. So some more information here you can see. If you tell 100 people something, so here you can see the after 4 hours 25% have forgotten it. If you tell 100% what we say that people something, so what I want to say here, after 4 hours 20% have forgotten it. Next, after 48 hours 50% have forgotten it. After 72 hours 75% have forgotten it. And after 1 week 96% have forgotten it. So why this thing happen? Only this thing happen because of what we say that communication barriers. So in this way you can understand the barriers in communication reduces the impact of the communication during and after the process is over. So that's why we can forgotten it. So to be more precise, and communication process must address the barriers that exist in the process. So it is important to know how to overcome it. So the communication is about overcoming the barriers. So barriers of communication. So no matter how good the communication system in an organization, it is unfortunately barriers can be do often occurs. These barriers, we say that, or the communication of barriers are the difficulties involved in the process of communication which distort the message being properly understood by the receiver. So the barrier prevent the communication from being effective. For example, an employee in an organization needs to communicate with his associate in China to send an order of goods, but the distance between the two causes a physical barrier in communication. So there are terms as a barrier of communication. They may be what we say that physical barrier, psychological barrier, physiological barrier, social barrier, mechanical barrier, language barrier, semantic barrier, organizational barriers, and cultural barriers. Now let's see the physical barriers. So the major physical barriers are here. You can see the time, place, noise, and space. So first most important thing, what is meant by the physical barrier? So there are various obstacles that disturb the smooth flow of information, and any obstacle that is a present in the surrounding of the elements of communication process is a physical barrier. Physical barrier is also called the environmental barrier. So such a barrier take place in the surrounding of the sender as well as the receiver. So they eventually disturb the communication process. This may happen due to the interference of noise and physical distance, place between the sender and receiver. So some of them easy to after, whereas some may prove to be a tough obstacle in the process of effective communication. So here you can see the physical barrier or environmental barriers. It means that the lack loud background noise, again it can create the barriers. Very hot and cold weather, again it can create the barriers. So long distance, again it can create the barrier. So such a barrier take place in the surrounding of the sender as well as the receivers. So poor lighting, uncomfortable sitting, unhygienic environment, and the bad odor. So again these things create the barriers in communication. Now let's see the time. Here you can see the time has an important role in a communication process. So do we not often hear expressions such as a timely cautions, timely advice? So these expressions indicate the roles of time as a factor in communication. Place. So the place of the location where a communication process takes place can degenerate into a barrier to effective communication. Noise. So a message gets distorted if the communication is not done in a quiet surrounding. So the noise makes it difficult for the receiver to listen or read the message received. So the noise is a physical barrier to effective communication. So noise may have its origin from an external source or may exist even in the communication loop. Yes, for example, in a classroom, a teacher teaching a topic, effective communication, and there is a construction work in progress outside the school. So the students are not able to hear the information given by the teacher due to the noise of the drilling machine. So as a result, there is a loss of information due to the noise created by the construction work. So here you can see the sender is the teacher, message it's mean that topic effective communication, medium is the oral communication, receiver is the student, and barrier is the physical environmental barrier due to the noise. And here you can see the feedback, which is negative response of the student. Space, again here we can see the distance. So the distance between the sender and the receiver can also act as a barriers to communication. So such a type of barrier usually occurs when the space or distance between them is either too close or too far. What we say that the closed office door, barrier screens, and the separate areas for people of different status, so result in creating a barriers to effective communications. So factor causing the physical barriers. So defect in media, distraction in environment. So distance, already I mentioned you that distance between a sender and the receiver can also act as a barrier to communication. So such type of barrier usually occurs when the distance between them is either too close or too far. If a stranger leans too close while talking, the listener would feel awkward and it can be difficult to comprehend the message with a clear mind. So, in the same way, if someone stands too far, one cannot interpret the complete message clearly. So, the maintaining proper distance when talking in a person can help make the task of communication easier and relaxed. Ignorance of medium, again these are the cause of physical barrier. Physical disability, again it is the cause of physical barriers. Now let's see how to overcome physical barrier, what to do now. So how to be overcome the physical barrier to be updated with the latest technology? Yes, choosing a suitable environment, removing obstacles, making sign easier to read. Example, you could be supplement written sign with the picture and visual signs. So, what I want to say here, if you really want to overcome the barriers, the sender as well as the receiver of the message should ensure that there are in a least disturbing environment. So, the proper reception also helps lessen noise, the barriers. And the most important thing, if you really want to overcome the distance, or what we say that the barriers to communication, so where there is a too much distance between the sender and the receiver, the sender of the message should restrict himself from communicating. So this is a because the noise in the environment would prevent proper communication. So the barriers of physical distance can be overcome by using a modern technology such as computers, telephone, emails, chats, and more. So, in case of face to face interaction, proper distance should be maintained in order to give a required space and also to be enable the message being heard. Now, what is psychological barrier? What is meant by the psychological barrier? So, psychological barrier are the most difficult barriers to communication. So the psychological barriers is a very common and it the most already I mentioned that it is most complicated to solve and trace. So they are related to the person beliefs or behaviors that become barriers. So the mental blocks can make one act in a fear or In defense, so the psychological barrier can be described as the cause of distortion communication because of human psychological problems. So these barriers are those which are created by the people to their minds, or which they have learned from others and hence impose limitations on themselves. For example, if a teacher is strict and arrogant, the student will not seek help from him or her regarding their queries because of the psychological fear the student have in their mind towards the teachers. So the psychology following are the various characteristics of psychological barrier, like attitudes and the opinions, emotions, status and fear, closed mind, lack of attention, distrust, premature evaluations, poor retention, perceptual distortion, resistance to change. So now let's see the attitudes and the opinions. So the personal attitudes and opinion often interfere the communication. So if the message consists with our attitudes and the opinions, we receive it favorably. The message fits comfortably in the filter of our mind. And if it not, again it can create the barriers. So emotions block our mind, and we fail to organize the message properly. So fear, joy, excitement, anxiety, tension are some emotions that affect the way to communicate effectively. So they play an important role in communication. A person's mood can affect the way he interact with others. For example, if a person is angry because of an argument which occurs, he or she may not be that responsive while communicating. Status and fear. So the status consciousness serve as a major barriers to communication. So what I want to say here, the social standing of an individual can make a process of communication complex. So status cause the hindrance in open and free communication. So the subordinates are either too conscious of their low status or the too afraid of being snubbed. So in an organization, employees are divided into various levels of organizational hierarchy. So the division of which provides them status is at times leads to the miscommunication. So the status communication is a very serious barrier in face-to-face communication. For example, the manager in a firm may pass only those messages that creates a positive impression about him or her to their supervisor, giving rise to miscommunication. Closed mind, blocked mind. So the person may have a closed mind due to the deep rooted prejudices, superiority complex, limited intellectual background, narrow interest, and so on. So a closed mind means having a definite opinion and belief about people, places, and events. So it is a mental block that can cause trouble in communication. If a person has a fixed set of belief, principle, and is not receptive to the information received, it can disturb the process of communication. For example, someone with a low self esteem could be less impressive while giving a presentation. So, due to the low self confidence. Inattention. So, lack of attention on the part of the listener or the reader is again create the common barriers to communication. So, inattentions arises due to the mental preoccupation or the distractions. Distrust. So the communication is like to fail when the receiver has a suspicious about the source of the senders of the communication. So again it can create the barrier. Premature evaluations. Okay, some people form the judgment before receiving the complete the message. Again here we can see here, some prejudices. Okay, so again it can create the psychological barrier. So such a premature evaluation prevents the effective communications. Poor retention. So part of the message is lost. Is a process of transmission. So every level of the message is screened and only a part of it is transmitted further. So therefore successive transmission of the message are decreasingly accurate. Perceptual distortions, perceptions, okay, the perceptions implies noticing and understanding. It is a subjective process. The way one perceives the world becomes his or her own reality. So every individual perceives the world in his unique way and also comprehend what has been perceived in his unique way. When an individual senses deliver the data to the reception centers of the cortex, they get associated with the past memories, feelings, thoughts, values, attitudes, and other such factors, which eventually result in an individualized way of looking at things. Resistance to change. So, when a message urges some changes and the receiver is opposed to the change, so again it can create the psychological barrier. So, methods to overcome the psychological barrier. What to do to overcome the psychological barrier? So, the psychological barrier can be overcome in a several ways, such as the meditations. Yes, maintaining a positive outlook. So, it means that happy and trustworthy manners. Yes, open to self the growth and learning. Facing a fears and trying to be more emotionally intelligent. Yes, avoid feeling of prejudices, okay, resentment, and the antagonism. Free from fear, anxiety, and the confusion. Yes, positive self-assertive attitude. So maintaining such an attitude is a very helpful. It makes a person feel convinced about the capabilities. Free from the fear, anxiety, and the confusion. So one can train his mind in order to fight false fears. And be emotional intelligent. Being emotionally aware of feeling and the solving personal issues helps an individual to handle emotions and the way he or she perceives a life. Now let's see the mechanical barrier. So mechanical communication barriers are technically sources of interference in the communication process. A mechanical barrier stems from the problems in machineries or instruments used to transmit the message. So the mechanical barrier is arises due to the partial failure and complete breakdown of machines or the instrument that is used to send a message. In a simple word, it means any technical difficulties experienced due to the problem breakdown of machine. So the machines could be any form of media such as the radio, television, and it also include the machines used with the hearing impairment. So some of the mechanical barriers can be noisy communication instruments, power failures, and the transmission of the interruption. So it is also been noted that the such barriers to communication are poorly external, not within the control of the parties engaged. Some of the instruments that may break down completely or partially suffer from the disturbances are telephone, the postal system, loudspeaker, internet connection, land system, satellites, and so on. So, for example, if an important security message is sent to the resident of a country by the government through the radio, but people are unable to hear, is due to the disturbances in transmission. So here you can see the barriers. So mechanical barrier to the disturbances in transmission. Yes, for example, a server of an restaurant was taking the order of a customer in a pager while transmitting the message from the pager to the receiver in the kitchen. So a transmission error take place and the order does not reach the kitchen. So the food was not cooked on time. So again it's called the mechanical barrier. So the reasons for mechanical barrier are the noise, transmission, interruptions, or power failure. So the noise, it means that the mechanical instrument and machines require the constant maintenance. So over time and with regular use, the ability to poorly functions break down. Next is this transmission interruptions. Yes. So there are many forms of transmitted communication: email, fax, machine, pager, cell phone. Yes, citizen band radio, single-sided sideband radio, yes, VHP radio, satellites communication. So all of these operate by receiving a transmitted signal. So if for any reasons there is interruption in receiving the signal, there is also an interruption in the service. So these interruptions are mechanical communication barrier, power failure. So electrically generated devices used in communication are only useful tools if there is a steady source of power. So Western countries often take electricity for granted. So isolated locations and underdeveloped countries may depend on the electricity so that is generated by the signal source. So power failure may mean a longer period without a communication in areas such as this. So any power failure may cause a mechanical communication barrier. So methods to overcome the mechanical barrier. What to do now? So the cause of transmission or a communicating by an alternative method is the only way to overcome the barriers. Yes. So again, the barriers can be overcome by fixing the devices or by delaying the message transmissions or using another mode of communication. And again we can overcome the barrier by regularly checking the condition of machineries and the maintaining the quality of instruments can greatly reduce the chances of facing a mechanical barrier. Yes, now let's see the physiological barrier. What is mean by the physiological barrier? So the physiological barrier is said to occur when the process of communication is disturbed due to the result of sensory dysfunction, so either on the part of the receiver or the sender. So effective communication involves using of vocal cords for speech, hands and fingers to write, ears to hear, and eyes to see the words that are written. So if any of these body organs are not used appropriately, it may leads to miscommunication. Hence, it is necessary for all of these body organs to function properly. Yes. So the physiological barrier, it means that it can happen only because of poor retention or memory problems. Yes. Lack of attention. Yes. Hearing problem, poor listening skill, information overload, poor sensory perceptions. Yes. So the listening, it means that the hearing problems or listening problem, hearing impairment or deafness is one of the hardest biological barrier. So individual facing such issues may experience difficulty in communication. Yes, speech related, or we can say that, okay, poor sensory perceptions, gender psychological differences, again these all these things can create the barrier. So the psychological barriers occurs due to a person's health or the physical disability. So various measures can be taken to overcome such a barriers. So now let's see how to overcome the physiological barriers. Yes, so being careful and using intellect can help in making informed choices. So keep in the each other retention and recollected abilities. So pay attention during the sharing of information. So in this way also you can overcome the physiological barrier. So ensure each other comfort. So again in this way you can overcome the physiological barrier. The limitation of hearing abilities must keep in mind. So be active listener. So in this way also you can overcome the physiological barrier. Okay, and must avoid so information which is overloaded. Social barrier. Yes. So the social barrier which can happen only because of social status, educational differences, social strata, social taboos, social norms, values and behavior. So how to overcome the social barrier? You can overcome the social barrier. The differences in social norms, values, and behavior must be give a consideration. You have to consider all the social norms, values, and behavior. So the you can overcome the social barriers. Okay, by we say that social belief must be kept in mind. Organizational barriers. So the poor organizational culture or climates, again, it is create the organizational barrier. So an organization is a complex and structure, and the miscommunication can cause barriers in overall working of the organization. So in a large organization, long lines of communications can cause a barrier. So it can happen only because of the status and relationship, complexity, inadequate facilities, opportunities of growth and improvement. Yes. So the it can happen only because of the organizational policies. So the organizational policy determine the relationship among all the persons working in the enterprise. Yes. Next is about because of status. So under organizing, all the employees are divided into many categories on the basis of their level. So this formal division act as a barrier in communication. So especially when the communication moves from the bottom to the top. Yes. Again, inadequate facilities, opportunity of growth and improvement. Yes. So the organization facilities mean the making available sufficient stationery, telephone, translator, and so on. When these facilities are sufficient in an organization, the communication will be timely, clear, and according with the necessary. But it not, again, it can create the barrier. So complexities and organizational structure, again, it can create the barrier. So the greater number of the managerial levels in an organization make it so more complex. So it results in delay in communication, and the information gets changed before it reach the receivers. So how to overcome the organizational barrier? So how we are going to overcome the organizational barrier? So organizational structure must be simple and non-complex. Yes. So the considered the organizational policy, rules and regulation. Yes, as you all know that organization rules become a barriers in communication by determining the subject matters. So it is important for you considering the organizational policy, rules and regulations. So large organization must divide into the smaller subset. Yes, so in this way also you can overcome the organizational barrier. Now let's see the cultural barrier. So the cultural provide the people way of thinking, ways of seeing, hearing and interpreting the world. So the similar words can mean different things to people from different cultures even when they talk to the same language. So again these things can create the barriers in communication. Their ethics, their religious and cultural differences, again these things can create the barriers in communication. Different type of the values, what we say that cultural traditions, values and behavior, again these things can create the barriers. So the culture is the pattern of taken for granted assumptions about how a collected of people should think, act, and feel as they go about their daily affairs. So the cultural diversity makes communication difficulty as the mindset of people of different cultures are different. The language, signs, and symbols are also different. So different cultures have a different meaning of words, their behaviors, and their gestures. So culture also gives rise to prejudices, yes, manners, and opinions. So it forms the way people think and the behave. So when people belonging to the different cultures communication, these factors can become a barrier. So the each culture has its own rules about proper behavior which affect the verbal and non-verbal communication. So the when people belonging to the different culture communicate, these factors can become a barrier. So the way you communicate affected by the culture. So you were brought up in. So the opposite is also true. So the culture is to be a large extent determined by the way we communicate. So whether one looks the other person in the eye or not. So how close the people stand to each other when they are talking. So and so on. So all of these and many more are rules of the politeness which differ from culture to culture. So how to overcome the cultural barrier? So first most important thing, understand of tradition and their customs, their ethics. Hire a cross cultural consultant so who will show teams and individuals how to manage communication and work together more cohesively and productively. So in this way you can overcome the cultural barrier. Now let's see the language barrier. So the inability to converse in a language that is known by both the sender and the receiver is the greatest barriers to effective communication. So language barrier refers to a figurative phrase which is used primarily in order to indicate the problem faced when people who possess no language in a common attempt to communicate with each other. So, when a person uses inappropriate words while conversing or writing, it could lead to misunderstanding between the sender and receiver. So, barriers can be language barriers, okay, can occur due to the use of vague words, like using technical jargon, cultural barrier, pronunciations, or allusions. So, there are different type of the causes of language barrier. So, difference in a language. Yes, multi-language. It means that the differences in language, so it becomes difficult to speak to someone who has a less knowledge of the other person language. To communicate effectively, knowing the language becomes important. For example, if a teacher is taking a lecture in Hindi, but the students understand only English, it can cause issues understanding of the message. So, multi-language or the differences in language again, this thing can create the barriers in communication. Using a technical jargon, so jargons are especially words or expression used by the professions or groups. So that are difficult or for others to understand. Jargon specifically to particularly profession may not be understood by a person not belonging to that profession. Inadequate vocabulary, interpreting the differences. Yes, these all these things can create, or these are the causing of language barrier. So how to overcome the language barrier? So speak slowly and clearly. So the language barrier can be overcome in several ways, such as trying to speak slowly as it clearly possible. So the communication should not be rushed. Yes, be specific. Always recheck. Ask for clarification. Frequently check for misunderstanding. So the while communicating, it is essential to keep checking that both the parties understand and follows that they are saying here. So the reflective listening can be practiced in order to check one's own understanding. Be specific. It is always better to convey a message in a concise form. So, however, it needs to be specific too. So, for example, we can see that while discussing the issues of students late coming, so the teacher should be specific about the issues. Instead of saying you have always been late, so be the teacher should say you came late to school 4 times this month by 10 to 15 minutes on the way, on the 10th, 16th, or what we say the 21st and 25th. Be patient. One need to develop the virtues of patience while communicating to someone who is not from the same culture. So one cannot assume his communication to happen with the same speed and is as when communicating with someone from the same culture. So choose your medium of communication. So the sender of the message is advised to properly choose the form of communication, that is thought what we said through the telephone, email, SMS, video conference, and so on. So however, if a medium is not effective, then it needs to be a change. So in this way you can overcome the language barrier. Semantic barrier. So the semantic barrier refers to the misunderstanding between the sender and receiver arising due to the difference meaning of words and other symbol used the communication. So the semantic barrier usually arises when the information is not in the simple language and the contains those words or symbols that have a multiple meaning. Yes, so following are the main language barriers like a bad expression. Again, these things can create the barriers in communication. Yes. Next, technical jargon. Again, this thing can create the uh, semantic barriers. So, if you are going to use the technical jargons, yes, so jargons are specially words or expression used by the profession or group, so that are difficult for others to understand. So, faulty translation. Again, it can create the barriers. Words with a different meaning. Again, this thing can create the barriers. For example, what we say that several words have a cultural connotation that can be easily misunderstood. For example, a fool in Hindi means a flower, whereas in English it means an unwise or silly person. So all these things can create the semantic barriers. So solutions to overcome semantic barrier. What to do now? So we should prefer words which are familiar to the receiver in the interpretation we wish to give them. Yes. So, if we want to receive the receiver to give an unfamiliar meaning to the familiar word within the context of our message, we should make uh, it amply clear the first time we use it. So, whenever possible, we should choose words with a positive rather than the negative connotations. So, when semantic barriers are less in any communication, the communication is effective and desired results can be obtained. So, how to overcome the barriers? So again, here you can see the poor language skills. So what to do now? So improve your vocabulary, think in the language. Yes, so the crosswords are a good way to improve vocabularies. So in this way, again, you can overcome the language barrier. Interruptions and noise. So how to overcome it? So they identify the sources of noise and see if the sources of noise can be lowered or stopped. So speak more loudly. So in this way also you can overcome the noise or interruptions. So overuse of idioms. So again, this thing can create the barriers. So idioms may make your communication more difficult to the understood. So it is always good to avoid overuse of idioms. Be emotional intelligence. So an emotional individual may not be able to communicating well as he may be too preoccupied with the emotions to receive the intended message. So emotion must not be mixed up the communication. So be emotional intelligent. Absence of feedback. Again, this thing can create the barriers to communication. So how to overcome it? So without feedback, communication is one way. So prompt feedback is very effective and necessary in communication. Okay, so improve your listening skills by deciding to be better listener. So the concentrating, keeping an open mind, and the giving a feedback. Not speaking with a clarity. Again, this thing can create the barriers. So be clear, be concise, even if you're pressured for time. So don't rush through your communication. Speak with clarity. So pronunciation, each words properly. So that everyone has an accent in their native form of speech. So the mother tongue affect how speaker would pronounce the words in the foreign language. So listening to the people with a native accent and the learning a few key phrases of the language used can help you. So wrong perceptions and the wrong inferences, again this thing can create the barrier. So this thing can overcome by the thinking in the speaker's point of view. So next, information overloaded. Again this thing can create the barrier. So overload reduces the audience ability to concentrate on the most important messages. So one must try to eliminate unnecessary information and stick to important information. So again, miscommunication occurs due to the unclear information. So make a point of saying exactly what you mean. So avoid assuming things and ask the clarification if necessary. So punctuation marks, again, it can create the barrier. So punctuation marks, it means that or missing punctuation can completely change the meaning of your writing. So be conscious about while giving the punctuation. And last is the conclusion. So working on improving your communication is a broad brush activity. So you have to change your thoughts, your feeling, and your physical connections while communicating with other people. So that's the way you can break down the barriers that get in your way and start building relationships that really work. Thank you. Thank you so much.